Hi YouTube, welcome to the Emporium Outdoors. My name is Michael and somewhere behind me is my dog Esme. So unfortunately we're not camping this weekend, but we are preparing some equipment for future trips. So I'd like to show you some of the equipment that we've been trying to set up today and let me know your thoughts, see what you think. So the first thing I've been working on today is this one-man tent. This is the 3F UL Gear one-man tent. And it's a walking pole type tent, and I've been playing around with the setup, added these little shock cords because previously I didn't have them. I'm actually quite happy with the setup so far. Has some pretty good venting at the bottom and a tie out. Again, I've just been adding kind of shock cord. Here comes Simon. There goes Simon. So it is a walking pole tent. Got some good venting at the head and down at the bottom. So it is a single skin tent. So there is quite a bit of room in here. I think Esme and I could probably spend the night. It would be slightly cramped, but I think it would be totally doable. There is a nice sized vestibule with a two-way zipper. And I've had it up today and it's been quite windy, and it's been quite good. So there's actually quite a lot of room. If I put my feet to the very bottom, hopefully you can see above me is quite a bit. I'm hoping Esme could fit in that gap. Again, this is not a long trip type tent. This I would only use for a day or two. But there's two main benefits to this tent. Number one is the weight. It's 550 grams just for the tent alone. The pegs and the ground sheet that comes with it, the ground protector, I think it brings it up to just over 700 and some grams all in, which is exceptionally light. If you actually combine that with the price, which is, I think I got this for like $70 Canadian, that's quite remarkable. As for the durability, I can't really speak to that yet. It is quite a lightweight tent, so I wouldn't expect it to stand up to some harsh treatment. But if you look after something like this, I'm sure it'd last for many years on occasional backpacking trips. So I'll be using this on a trip or two coming up, and I'll let you know my thoughts once we've actually tried it out in the wild. So the next thing I've been working on is my new hammock. So this is a bit of a mismatch of stuff. So this is a tarp that I've had for some time, and it is too small. Like, it barely covers the hammock, but just for testing I think it's fine. So this is a Warbonnet hammock. This is the Eldorado, the lightweight double bottomed hammock, which I wanted to, I can actually put a insulation in between it. I'm using my Slacker suspension, and I have my 20-degree enlightened top quilt. Hopefully you can see that. And I'm using my Eno underquilt as well to see how that works. I actually have a roll of helikon-tex, and I've actually shaped it just to cover that side of the hammock, because it is a ASIM hammock, which means you lie diagonally across the hammock. I'm still playing around with it at the moment, so I've just put the underquilt on. That seems to have pushed everything out. It does have, this is a stuff sack which is on a couple of prussiks, which you can slide back and forth to store some stuff. So I've been hanging around in the hammock today, kind of playing around, trying to get it comfortable so that I'm not going to fiddle with it when I go out for the first time. Managed to get the tie outs on the tarp. I think the tarp is still usable even though it's really on the limit. This, I think, is a 3-meter tarp, so it's just over 9 feet, and I really need an 11-foot tarp. I will go and actually order a tarp, but for the moment I'm just trying to decide what I need. I'm probably going to buy a specific underquilt which comes from Warbonnet as well, probably the Wookiee, whether that's going to be a 0 degree or a 20 degree Fahrenheit bag, underquilt, sorry, not quite sure just yet. It's pretty expensive stuff, I got to be honest, especially buying from Canada, because we get whacked for the exchange rate and also the duty as it comes into the country. But I really do like this hammock. I have the Hennessy hammock, I have the Thermarest Slacker hammock, which I actually like the Thermarest Slacker. It's a really easy hammock. It's a double that I have, and you can just throw stuff in and jump in. It doesn't have a ridge line like this one here, so it's a very simple hammock. This one's more technical. They are well reviewed on the internet, but not particularly this model. Most people have the Blackbird XLC, I think it is, but I can tell just by kind of lying in it today, it's a very flat lie when you actually lie across the diagonal. It does come with the bug netting, which I have tied back, and there's lots of options. It's a very modular hammock, so you can buy a winter top cover which replaces the bug netting with an actual fabric to keep the heat in. There's like an underquilt, there's an underquilt protector. Yeah, I'm very excited. Saved up quite a bit of money and over time to get this, so I was very excited when it arrived, and I'm not disappointed. It is a step up from the Hennessy. Hennessy is a great hammock to actually start out because it has everything in one go. It's got everything set up, you just unroll the thing and go. So for convenience, actually the Hennessy hammock is a great place to start out. I think this is kind of the next level up where there's a lot more customization. You can fiddle around with it a bit more. This is, I feel, roomier. I don't feel squished in this at all. There is no kind of shoulder squish, and there's plenty of room for me and Esme, so very much looking forward to that. So I've also been working on the Foxtrot Mark II pack, and I do have my Wooby strapped underneath. I'm excited to try and pack all this stuff into my new pack. So this is the Vostalacker Samar. This is the 10, I think it's a 10-litre roll top bag. So this is actually going to combine my whole setup. I will have some side pouches on the backpack, but those things actually work really well together and don't interfere. So I'm very pleased about that. So I'm just going through all my lines and making sure I've got everything I need. There's my Reflectix. I bought some snake skins. I'm going to try and put the tarp in the snake skins or something similar. But yeah, lots of gear today. Well, that kind of wraps things up for today. This is just a short video just to show you some of the new equipment that you can expect on my channel in the very near future. So until next time, take care. And as always, thank you very much for watching. If you like my videos, leave me a comment, maybe a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe.